Hi everyone, it's Louise Pearson back with you for another video in my series about when you're the one with a life-limiting illness. And I'm coming to you from a place of both professional experience and personal experience. So as I've said on my other videos, I actually am a blind person and I have pancreatic cancer myself, but I'm also a mental health social worker. And so I think it's really important to get the information out there about some of these topics that we're addressing here. And today's video is going to be about some things to remember when changing doctors. And we're doing this, or I'm doing this video because I think that this top point is so true about seeking second opinions being quite exhausting. Sometimes when you see a different medical specialist, it can feel like you're looking at things through a completely different lens. They may have different treatment options for you to consider, may do things quite differently in their approaches to managing difficult things like medical emergencies, that sort of stuff. And, when you've had the experience of being with one doctor for quite some time, it can be difficult to actually feel that you're going to seek someone else's opinion over them. So it's possible that you may be feeling quite bombarded with information and with suggestions from other people, and often people are saying to you things like, why are you accepting this? Or there may not be other treatment options, you've been told. So it may be things like, you need to seek a second opinion. And while that can be very supportive in itself, that people are thinking of you, it can also have you feeling a bit like you're being bombarded and you're not able to make decisions easily without other people's input. It's important to do your research. Again, it's one of these places, or one of these times, in fact, where we need to check out the networks we have available to us. As I've said in my other videos, I've had some fantastic oncology nurses and different people suggesting contacts for me. But sometimes good old Google search will, reveal quite a bit. So doing a search on pancreatic cancer treatment in Melbourne will bring up the major hospitals for me. So the Epworth in Box Hill or the Austin Repatriation Medical Centre, it's these sorts of things that you need to look into and make decisions before you actually go with the second opinion. And as I've said, and I keep saying that it is a difficult time, so it may be a time to consider taking someone with you to new appointments. You might like to use a notebook and pen. It might be that the doctor will allow you to use the Record Memos app on your phone if you've got an iPhone, but I'm sure Google phones or other phones have got, Android phones have different suggestions, different apps for you. If you're affected by fatigue, that can be really helpful. And even if the doctor is uncomfortable about you recording the whole appointment, it may be that you can just come out of the session and record your thoughts on voice memos straight after the session so that you can go back to it later, tell family and friends, that sort of stuff. It might also be good to take a list of questions with you and to share that with the person that is your backup person so that they can be reading through the list as well and checking up, making sure that you've got all the answers that you want. I think a really important thing to do when you are seeking a second opinion is to, if you've decided that you're going to go with this opinion or this person, is to write down the contact numbers and the procedures that they have in their hospital for what happens for you when you need to seek someone's support out of hours or when they're not on their usual practice days, that sort of thing. Um, Also, it's ensuring that you know what to do in case of an emergency. And I had a situation here a few months ago where I think it was a little bit exacerbated by the fact that I had indeed changed doctors, and I was not sure how much diarrhea was too much diarrhea. And sorry, but as a cancer patient, I think you'll understand that we just speak plainly in these situations. But you're needing to know, okay, what does this person consider with this treatment to be too much, or to be a time when I actually need to seek help? And finally, I think it's important to remember that this is a time when it really is all about you. So you need to decide who you are comfortable with. And inevitably, you will need to make a choice. When you seek a second opinion, you've got to decide which doctor you're going to go with. And therefore, it's a matter of sort of, in a way, sending an email or giving a call to the other doctor and passing on that information that you won't be coming back anymore. But it's about deciding things like, it may be things like where you are in situation to the actual treatment centre. So as you're getting sicker, if you are getting sicker, it may be about, okay, I would like to be close to home. If you're not getting sicker and you're feeling better and you're having appointments every few months, that may not be something that you need to worry about. But where you're feeling comfortable, where you feel the medical expertise is really there, and that you feel no worries, you're not concerned about the nursing staff, about the ways that you've been treated there, is really important too. And remember that you're the one that's sick, and therefore these things are what needs to be considered for you in this time. And there is no right answer in this situation. Keep watching for more videos if you found this one helpful. I'd love it if you'd like the video and subscribe to my channel to get more information. Also, you can go to my website, which is louisepearson.com.au, to have a look at the other resources that I have there for you. And I'll be back with more videos in this series about when you're the one with a life-limiting illness.